Hello everyone, hello Der Haar, hello choir members, hello friends of Holy Martyrs. As you heard, I'm Leonard. As you've heard, I'm Leonard. I'm Virginia's grandson. Many of you might know me or my family. And first off, thank you so much for honoring my grandmother for her 100th birthday. Thank you for also giving me the honor of speaking to all of you. I have a couple of notes here to cover about 100 years, so it won't take very long. Many of you know my grandmother and my family. Some of the things you might not know about my grandmother, and this is something that's remarkable and a lot of people get excited about. At almost 100, Virginia still shops for herself. She still cooks for herself. She still cleans for herself. Up until recently, she still drove for herself. Flushing is much happier now that she's not driving. And my grandmother participates in many, many different events. She belongs to she plays cards with the ladies here, and she does a lot around the church. She was helping cook a little earlier today, as you heard. She also goes to different type of social events, like the Jewish Center, where she does arts and crafts. So I think we've learned that at 100, my grandmother has more of a social life than I do at 40. A little bit more about her. You've heard a lot of what she's done with the church. She was born, though, a little more of a background, she was born back in 1914, and when we see pictures from the old days, we see those horse-drawn carriages and all those other things. Very remarkable to see, think about what the difference is over the past 100 years. She was the oldest of 4, and her mother passed away when she was very young. So she was responsible for taking care of her family. And I feel like that type of commitment to her family and her friends continued throughout her life. She got married to her husband, John, which was from Garoon, who came to fix her father's radio. They ended up getting married. She had 2 wonderful children and spent a lot of time, like many of you, with your family and with your friends, going to Catskills, going to the Rockaways, and having a lot of great times and a lot of great parties. She started when she was 10 at a Baptist church because that was in her area. And around her teenage years, she thought about being a nun. Fortunately for me, that didn't work out. Virginia also, as you heard, as she got older, she decided to raise her children in the Armenian church and went to Holy Cross, and then eventually came to Holy Martyrs. And throughout that time, she had dedicated herself to the church, where she was a Sunday school teacher, eventually a Sunday school superintendent. Her husband was a parish council chairman, and eventually Virginia became a choir member, which she still does today. She's still singing in the choir, which is remarkable. I want to be respectful of your time, so I wanted to share with you 2 stories which you might find entertaining. And think about the old school and think about the new school.